Yo, what's good everyone? Neon Diablo here. And today, tonight, whatever you guys are watching this video at, today I've got my Amara build. Now with this build, you basically can't die with this build. You can't die as much, and it's got high damage. So yeah, it's a pretty good build in my opinion. I came up with it a couple of days ago, so tried it out and actually enjoy it. So yeah, I'm gonna make a bit about it just in case you guys might want to build like this. So with this build though, guys, there is one main thing you're gonna need, maybe one or two main things you're gonna need. So you're gonna need a shield. Well, it doesn't matter what rolls you have on this shield, but the anointment is what you need. And then you need an artifact with regeneration or health or shield regeneration. So we'll get to that soon. First, let's start off with the skills. So we'll start with the green tree. In the green tree, make spend 5 points onto root to rise. Then next, spend 5 points on clarity, and then spend 5 points on help in hands, and then spend 3 points on mindfulness. So there you go, that's it for the build. Now let's move on to blue. So with the blue, you wanna put violent into 5 and do harm into 5. Then 3 onto transcend, and then 5 in restless. After that, put 1 and then 3 in laid bare, and 3 in wraith. And after that, you could make this one for, you know, this is the faceland build by the way, so you could put this here in avatar for your faceland, so you can use it twice. But I'd recommend putting it in here, because as you can see here, status effects deal increased damage, so obviously that would be more. So make that 5, and that's it. And now what you need now is, these are the two main things you're going to need. So you're going to need this artifact, this one right here, the 90% boost, 20% action skill cooldown rate, minus 30% shield recharge delay, and regenerates 149 health per second. You're going to need that. It doesn't matter what rolls you have, but you're going to at least have one of the rolls, which is the minus 30% shield recharge delay, or the regenerate 149 health per second. So get that, or try to get one that's similar to that. And then a driver, that's the main thing for this as well. This is going to be good for the movement speed, obviously, the damage because of the rolls. If you can get something like the one I have, or maybe like this one here, with the 25% weapon damage and the 31% shotgun damage, you'll even be more overpowered. It doesn't matter if you don't have good rolls in it, but just for extra damage, you can have those rolls. And then for the shield, we're putting on the Band of Sitorak. So as you can see here, with my one, I have the weapon damage, the max health, and 10% fire rate. And the main, that doesn't matter, but the main thing you're gonna need is the anointment. So with his anointment, so as you can see here, on action skill end, we generate 5% of max health per second for a short time. So that's action skill end, right? If you go over to this one here, this tree here, clarity, it says here, Amara constantly regenerates the health, or regenerates health. The lower her health, the more powerful the generation. And then as you can see that after using her action skill, this bonus is doubled for a few seconds. And as you can see here, the current effect, up to 7% missing health per second. So with that, you have 7 plus you have to regenerate 149 health per second, so that makes it up even more. And you have the 5% max health per second. So all up, that's 13. You're regenerating 13 health all up. Oh, 12. Sorry guys, 12. But yeah, 12. You're regenerating all up. So that's the main key. Again, doesn't matter what rolls you have, but if you just need the anointed one. The thing that could make this a lot better is, as you can see there, the max health 25%. You can actually get 2 of them, 225 max health, so I'll make it 50%, and then obviously that will make it where you have more health. So yeah, that's basically it. Now for the guns, well, while I was testing this out, I was using the EMP5 with 300% face slam, and I was using a shock cash infuse. Can't even say the last part, I'm not even gonna bother. But yeah, I was using that. I was also using the cryo one, because with the cryo one you can, on your 7th shot is an amp shot, and that can freeze enemies. So obviously enemies around are going to be frozen and they can't shoot you for a short time. The lightning I like to use just to take off shields. Again, with the fire one you could do that with the you know, HP or the health, and then corrosive you could do with yellow bars, but you can do whatever. I'd probably go with the cryo one there. So there you go, that's all you need basically. EMP5, this gun here, I'm not even going to say it. You need this regenerate 5% max health to Citovac, a driver, but if it doesn't have good rolls it doesn't matter anyway. You need an artifact that has either the minus 30% shield recharge delay or the regenerate 149 health per second. And then here's the skill tree again, so 5 in that, and you got 5 in that, 5, 5, 3, and then 5, 5, 5, 3, 1, 3, 3. So now for the augments, you'll put on Soul Sap. You're gonna put on Soul Fire, put the fire damage. You're gonna have a little bit more fire damage if you're gonna use a shock one, like what I would use. And then you're gonna have Face Slam on. That's the main thing, because as you can see here, after using Face Slam, weapon damage is increased by 300%. And for the anointment, I would use maybe something that increases your damage by 25% for 6 seconds, the one where you throw the nade. I probably wouldn't use that, but for the more damage I'd go with a fire one, with the incinerator one, because you're having 50% there, and then you're also having that augment as your main element. Instead of putting this in Amara, you could put it in. You could put the 5 skill trees in a fusion, just as you can see here. Convert a portion of damage dealt by Amara's weapons into an element. So if you were to put that into 5 points, there'd obviously be more damage with elemental weapons. I'll put this here to put the status effect damage, and then that's basically it. After that, you're basically set to go. Now we'll show you guys the build. So with this build as well, guys, it's not too good against bosses, but for mobbing it's actually pretty good. Like, you can basically destroy enemies. I tested it on big guys and it's not that good, but on like normal enemies it's crazy. But for the big guys, I'd probably use like a shock weapon just for the shield, and then like a fire weapon for the health, just so you can take them out more quicker. But yeah, so I'm showing you guys the build, and I'll cut back into the video when we're in. Okay guys, and we're here. So another reason as well that I like using the EMP5 is because when you use it you have more movement speed, and with the driver obviously the more movement speed you have the more damage you'll do, so that amps up your damage a little bit. So yeah, I'll show you guys the build. Let's go. As you can see with my health, you can't die. Look, I'm not dying. Like, look at my HP. I'm never gonna die, because another thing I was gonna say as well, with this Citovac, my one has 2.7 recharge delay, and I've got with the artifact, I've got the minus 30% delay for the artifact. So, and also have the recharge delay as well in the active skill tree. So obviously that's 11% on the active skill tree, and then 30% on the artifact. So well, that's 41% minus shield recharge delay. And I actually checked this out. So if you were to put those things on, your shield would be up in around 1.6 seconds. It's like every 1.6 seconds, your shield would be back up. It's crazy. But yeah, as you can see here, doing some damage. The main thing though is the face slam. Obviously, face slam is great, you know, for the 200% dodge driver, so this makes it even more overpowered. As you can see here, the MP5 though is probably the best gun against these guys because it has a faster fire rate, more damage, and it gives you movement speed. Well, I just use this gun here just so it can spread the beam around for these enemies, and then I'll probably switch to my MP5. So yeah, let's move on now to kill this other set of enemies. And you can see here as well, guys, you guys are probably thinking, oh bro, you've got extra, you know, extra 30% SMG damage. As you can see here, we only have 16% movement speed, fire rate and reload speed. See, like, I know the movement speed matters because I'm losing the driver, but after I finish killing these guys, I'll get neutral modifiers and actually show you guys the what this build can do. So yeah, all up, feels good. I like it. Again, like I said, it's not good for bosses. It's mainly good for mobbing. I've also got another build coming up as well soon. It's gonna be a shock build. So basically, what I mean by shock build is you basically have electric beam in enemies, so everyone's sure to be taken out in the air. Again, it's like a mobbing build. Haven't really thought of what would be good for a boss build. So I've just been thinking about, you know, making up something or making up a build with the sister axe. Yeah, here it is. Look, you can't even die. I went down there and it was a rocket. Yeah, I think I'm dead. Yikes. Yep, I'm dead. Okay, but you guys get what I mean though. The build's very good. I'm going to show you guys now with neutral modifiers what it can do. Alright, so I'll cut back into the video when we're in, and then yeah, show you guys what this build can do. Okay guys, and we're back. As you can see here, we've got neutral modifiers. We have the 20% shock damage, but look, we're not even using a shock weapon. As you can see here, the MP5 and this gun here. And then, as you can see here, obviously, nothing to do with shock. See, this here as well, not even bonus shock damage, even bonus elemental damage. So, again, nothing to do with shock. Now we're going to show you guys what the build can actually do with neutral modifiers. So yeah. This gun is great though, I love this gun. I'm so happy I made a build with this gun. Look at that, I just melted that guy. Like, the thing so good about the EMP5 is obviously, like I said, the fire rate, the movement speed, and just the damage. Especially again, it's 300%, bro. Like, this gun is just shreds. Oh, look at that, I just melted that knob. It's insane, bro. I'll just switch to the other weapon. As you can see, it's not just the gun, look, I just melted that guy. Melted that guy. Now, that's the thing of this build. As soon as you get your face slam, you're basically getting all the damage in. Freeze them all up. Now look at this nog, look at this nog. That just got melted. So look at this guy, badass. So it might be alright damage for the shock, but when you see it on fire, watch please. Watch this, ready? Face slam, and now I'll go. Look at that, I almost one clipped him, bro, and that's 32 bullets. The build's insane, boys. But yeah, this is basically for the build. I'll show you guys what it does on our bosses. Again, like I said, it's not that good, so it's not really a boss build. But I'll show you guys what it does on bosses. I'll cut straight into the boss fight, so I'll see you guys there. Okay guys, and so now we're at Captain Sean. We're gonna see how this does against him. I've already tested it out. It doesn't do like that good. It's alright damage, but not crazy damage. So if you use the DMP5 with him, as you can see, his health's not even going down as much. Like, it might be the weapon, maybe the weapon's not good against him, but if I use a, let's say, for example, maybe a Cutman, obviously that's going to do some massive damage, because everyone, like, it's basically a boss weapon, but, for example, a boss weapon, I don't really have one in here, but I could try and use this Cutman, and as you can see, with that damage I just did there with my AMP5, you can see the difference now with this Cutman. Oh, if I didn't miss my shot. There, look, you can see the difference now. The Cutman, such a big difference. It melts his shield, and then again, you can have a fire Cutman, and that's just where it just melts him. So I always have the fire augment, and there you go, done, just like that. Got a couple anointed. Hopefully they're good. Oh, that's nice. I got some good stuff. Not bad at all. Take them, why not? So yeah, as you can see there, for boss scene, it's like, I don't know, it's decent, but not like crazy good. I was using a Cutman though. Everyone would use a Cutman, or not everyone, but some people would mostly use a Cutman on some bosses, especially for you know, Captain Sean. But yeah, again, like I said, this is mainly a mobbing build. For bosses, you could use maybe Cutmans. You could maybe use maybe use a Light Eater. And I was thinking as well, because I've got a Skexel 300% and a more lineage 300%, that would be really good against him as well, because fire rate, I'll show you guys them right now. So yeah, maybe somewhere around like a Skexel, a lineage, maybe a Shredder fire even as well for the fire rate, a Light Eater and a Cutman. So as you can see here for the lineage, so it does that, just bounces around everywhere, and then this one you shoot rockets out, so obviously that's gonna do some more damage. So yeah, they're good for bossing, so I don't know, there's nothing else really to say. But yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this build. Make sure you guys all drop a like, drop a sub, and turn notifications if you guys haven't already. It'd be very appreciated. But yeah guys, that's it. I'm out guys. Peace. By the way guys, I forgot to say as well, comment down below what you reckon I should name this build, and comment down below as well if you guys reckon I should stream. I stream sometimes, but I don't stream this game, so if you guys would want me to stream, comment down below. I really want to stream this game, but I don't know if people would watch, so again, like what I just said, comment down below if you want me to stream, and if you've got a name for this build, comment down below as well. Again, I really hope you guys enjoyed this vid, and yeah, see you boys.